guys, welcome to my channel. This is Goddess Angel Divination. So let's go ahead and just shuffle the deck and pull out a few cards for you guys. So we have the Ten of Wands. Well, not right now. So there is, wow, okay, a lot to be said here that I don't know, either it's just something that could be. So we have Justice for you though. So there's going to be some kind of balance. Oh wow, look, the Six of Pentacles. I had felt like the Six of Pentacles should have been on the bottom of the deck, but it was on the top, so that was interesting because I had felt it. I was thinking of that. I was like, only if the Six of Pentacles. That's how I felt. So there is Justice and the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So this is like justice in like regards to either monetary things, earthly things, or like things that you are learning. So you're learning about like work. This could be like intellectual things that you are aware of, like what you're saying and how you're saying it and how you could be directing your energy. You are also going to be communicating clearly and possibly even speaking out, because you know the swords is like very magical as well. The air, you know, like the words that we speak are very magical. You know, like air isn't like, you know, less magical than passion. Passion is just the power that you give what you say, right? So when you combine the two, that's when, you know, like that's when we can make things happen. So the King of Swords is just, you know, you speaking and, you know, you understanding, like maybe like learning, gaining, like speaking on like the things that you have learned, possibly, like, you know, because you're still studying here though, so you're still learning, right? Just like everybody, like, you know, like your whole life, you know, you are like basically almost like a student. Like, you know, I heard this one reader, she said it perfectly. She said, I don't even remember how she said it, but she said something like, oh, like life is like school or something like that. And she's just so sweet. She's the sweetest. Um, but yeah, for sure. Um, and like, you know, second to God, or like her, she's like a sweet person. That's it. I'm not gonna give it too much power just because, but yeah. Either way, so the Seven of Wands is going to be protection, and that's what this Justice card is going to be about. So it's fair to be protected here, and it's fair to also know what you're speaking on. And with this Five of Pentacles over the Six of Pentacles, this is just, you know, kind of expressing like some kind of like, you know, maybe like, you know, like once you like get this, you'll be able to real like, you know, come back to, you know, yourself and be positive as well. It's like going back and like, you know, being positive, like regaining your strength. And then we do have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is just going to be like, you know, like learning things in the emotions, right? Like being fantasizing about like what could be, right? So there's a lot of great energy that's surrounding you, especially with the justice in the world, because there is a brand new opportunity that you have spoken, and maybe even like, you know, you've spoken maybe even into existence. So we have the Four of Wands, and that is going to be like some kind of comfortability, stability, very much like lucky energy, because that's 1111 card, like, you know, Four of Magic. Wow, beautiful. Like even I said, like, you know, when you combine the air with the wands, like the air with the passion, that's awesome. And like the Magician is coming out too. So that's like, you like, maybe kind of like not necessarily knowing how to use like, not necessarily sure like, what like you're doing, but like with this magician you are like, using maybe your past life, like like a lot of like the past life, because children, they are more connected. I feel like they could be connected like to God more so than like, adults could be. So they can be like, a little bit more like, maybe they could be a little bit more intelligent, like because they are like more in their emotions, like, like you're in your emotions when you're younger. So yeah, look at that. The Magician. And we're just going to go ahead and shuffle for two more cards. It's the Ace of Wands. So here we do have some kind of beacon of light sort of energy. And it is like after like some kind of change. And like once you are positive, that will, maybe even create some kind of positive change in your near future here with this here. And you're going to be able to understand a lot more. You're going to be able to have a lot more knowledge after you have completed some kind of lesson, right? And as above so below, from one of my teachers that I've had in my life. And this is definitely like the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is going to be over these two cards, which is just going to express the fact that there is going to be some kind of justification, and you are going to be able to communicate, and also you will see your manifestations come to you rather quickly as well. This is about speed, maybe even the like something about a thermometer, like like it's about like maybe like about like the manifestation, like even like like glowing and it gets brighter, like, and that's like a justification for you. So just by being positive, as you become more and more positive, all of this energy that you build up by being positive, it like glows, because we start with a 4 and we add an ace with a magician. That creates that doubles up, right? And it doubles up and it creates the 8, and that is like your justification, because you start off with like the 7 of Wands. So you start off with the 7 of Wands, and you're like, hey, I know what I'm doing, I know who I am, and nobody else can, like, right? So you know who you are. So know who you are. And this is the 8 of Wands, right? So that's just like expressing the fact that all of these, and it's also 8 of Swords on the back. So you're able to see from both perspectives. You're able to see from as above and so below. Just like as I said, if you combine the King of Swords and the King of Wands together, then you become a magician. And that's like, but a magician holds all. Like the magician is like the emperor, like, but like in a different sense. I feel like the magician is closer to a hermit mixed with an emperor. Definitely. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and see what else. There's a moon. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh my gosh, look at that. There could even be like, some kind of surprise there. Um, some kind of shift. Some kind of. Then we do have the Two of Pentacles. So, you are going to be able to understand what is priority, right? So you're going to be able to understand, like, as you learn, you grow, right? With these Two of Pentacles, you can see things from different perspectives there. And this Fool is about you taking the necessary leaps that are actually, like, manifested to be in your comfort zone, I sense, with this Knight of Earth. this is definitely going to be some kind of step forward. So, there's going to be a step forward towards, like, something here that you're manifesting. Probably multiple steps. Oh, and it's going to bring you towards the happiness. And this is the King of Pentacles, so you'll be able to be very stable within yourself here. So it will manifest and become a reality, whatever it is that you were thinking about that was amazing and beautiful and lucky, like 1111, beautiful energy, like getting uh well, just like getting like a lot of, like, probably a lot of money. And then we do have the Knight of Water. So the Knight of Water is, I mean, the King of Water. So this is actually going to bring forth some kind of message as well. And this is going to be a message from regards from maybe from above. Like this could be like even like an angelic message. So amazing. Wow. So yes, definitely there could be like angelic messages that are coming, as well as like like earthly messages. This is also like maybe even like divine projection, like as well with the King of Cups. The King of Cups just seems very royal in this sense here, like underneath, like with like with everything that's underneath him, with the Eight of Wands that I had seen, that was just amazing, like with like like you looking down and being able to see like both, like both perspectives there. So yeah, and I do see that, as like, everything comes to some kind of conclusion, you will gain like so much from this, from like, anything that you have like learned in the past. You will become so strong right there at the Emperor. And I did call out the Emperor, so let's see what else, because this is fun. Okay, so now we have the Six of Wands. Wow, look at that. That's just confirming victory there. And you want to know, I'm going to grab my other deck, and we have the Ace of Pentacles confirming victory. Okay, so yeah, and then we have, we're going to go ahead and use this because I love this deck. So this is so good for you. Like, this is like so good for you. There's going to be like maybe even like a new job that comes towards you, or like a new, like some sort of like new kind of stability that you have manifested and that you've taken some kind of leap towards. Like, it can be anything, honestly. It can be like a job, like anything that you're new at. And like these are like things that like are like actually very fair for you, and you're able to like actually sit back in your like own like Taoist, like, because this is actually like Tao, like this is like Taoism, like because you could be like into Taoism, you know so yeah. So just like by sitting back and just like focusing on yourself, like being like the lotus that you are, right? So you're a lotus, beautiful lotus, beautiful lotuses all around. And then we do have the well. So you are diving deep also into your inner body, like your inner self. Like you're able to like, you're very, 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 you know, inward. And we have seeking truth, wisdom, insight, intuitive knowing, returning to the source, getting to the bottom of things. And you are really like being able to dive deeper and deeper and deeper into yourself every single day. And you're able to balance yourself out by doing that. Because I feel like the farther that I walk out of myself, well, because I don't like to walk out of myself, but, or walk away from myself, but you have to, like, walk, like, into yourself, like, even more, just so that way you can balance yourself out. You have to, like, be able to create that balance so that way, you know, and you don't want to be like, you want to be able to, so that way you can be able to understand both sides. So now we have, what is this? Modesty. So be modest. Be, like, honestly, modesty is just like accepting things for how they are, right? So just like accepting something for what it is. Like, this, like, the world is round, right? It's a sphere. So that I'm being modest when I say I accept that the world is round. I accept that. That's modesty. Like being just like accepting that the moon has phases. And that's the truth. And it's okay. And just like with people, like, with people, like, you have to be modest about the way that you see people. Like, that person is just that person. And that person is just who they are. And okay, like, be modest, right? Like, people are people, and, like, be modest with yourself. Like, accept yourself for, like, your own beauty. Like, see, like, your beauty. Like, and, like, this is, um, like, the inner truth too. Like, you seeing yourself for the beautiful lotus that you are. So, yeah. If there wasn't anybody who told you today that you are beautiful, then you are beautiful. Beautiful it is. So now we have a little spider. So the taming power of the small. Oh my gosh, spiders. Oh, they always make me feel warning, right? Just because that's what I've seen on one of my cards, and I don't like to walk into spiderette webs either, so. But this is more of like tiny beauty, like detailed beauty. This has more of like a detailed beauty kind of energy to it. So it's self-resilience, self-sufficiency, careful preparations, resourcefulness, minor impediments, adaptability. So this is about, like, how this little spider is able to find, like, the perfect spot where he can, like, live in his little life and not bother anybody, right? So, being able to just, like, be yourself and not, like, and build, like, your own little castle around you, right? Like, making your own grid. Like, that's what fucking spiders do. Sorry, excuse me, language. Excuse my French. But no, this is like, this is like, like your grid, right? Like, that's so amazing. Oh my god, a spider in a spider web is like the perfect example of like a grid. Like a grid. Like, your energetic grid. Yeah, definitely. And you're able to, like, find a little spot for yourself. And, maybe, like, you have, like, somebody, or you have, like, like you, and you're able to go with the flow of things and hold together. We have union, like, holding yourself together as well. Like, because you are amazing, right? And, we have union and corporation, and solidary, and we have membership, teamwork, preparation, making a choice, right? And this is about like making a choice with yourself. Wow, this is like also lover energy. Like we have like red, like fire and blue water, like lava girl and shark boy. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. So let's go ahead and see what else will fall out this beautiful deck. Yeah, definitely. She is like diving deep in, and you know, she's diving in, and you know, she's perfectly fine. And she's diving in, and as she's diving in, she's learning about herself. And this is falling on the Five of Pentacles area, which is where, you know, you are being positive here, right? So we have the ensemble. So this is like, you know, where you might feel like maybe, but there's going to be that Ace of Pentacles, right? That Ace of Pentacles and that Ace, all of those new beginnings that will actually create stability for you during like some time where you might feel like you need rest or like you need to like dive deep in. And the joyous, oh my god, but this is so like contrasting, beautiful energy, like honestly, because this means that, you know, you have all of this new change and this adaptability, honestly, surrounding you. There's a lot of adaptability because dragonflies, they're very adaptable. So happiness, delight, interaction, open communication, willing, or goodwill, and then friendly, persuasion and self-expression. So this is about just being yourself. And this is about like doing it without like, you know, having a care in the world, because you're not bothering anybody, because like, you know, you're just accepting yourself for who you are and like being like, okay, this is who I am and I'm cool with it. And then we have decrease, so decline, cutting back, frugality, but nah, that's not true. You're gonna be fine. Like, you know, you're gonna be able to take a leap and it will bring you towards happiness no matter what. Because we do have the joyous, but that's not you. So let's see, what is this? Increase. Bro, how the bro, I just like pulled out, what was it? What did I just say? Did I say the opposite of increase? Dude, no way. Oh my god. Wow, so you are going to increase. You're going to be sharing, reaping rewards, overflow, expansion, flowering, encouragement, fertile ground, and abundance. Yeah, and that's going to be by just being yourself. Yeah. Wow, and completion. You know, like you are going to complete. You are going to complete. You are going to win. You are going to be very lucky. You are lucky. You're lucky. Like, you know, like you're watching this, you're lucky. So, all this is you, right? This is you. And you are amazing. So just remember that, bro. So, I guess that, like, I guess that that's basically it for right now. So, yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed my video. I'm going to actually edit this one. I actually have quite a few videos to post. I've been making videos, and I'm just like, I don't know. So, yeah, you guys have a great day. You love yourself, right? You get love from you, and love that about yourself, and know that, like, you know, you can create your own life. Like, you know, you can create your own things for your own self, and you don't have to have anything attached to you at all in any way, sense, or thing. You don't need nothing. Like, literally nothing. Like, you are, like, you know, your own self. So just know that, like, you're yourself, and like that's great. So So yeah, just be yourself and don't let like nothing take you from yourself, because yourself is the most amazing thing that you can ever be. So don't try to be anybody. Oh my god, I'm like honestly taking energy from somebody else. See, like that's what I'm talking about. You just need to make sure that you're not taking energy from other people, and you just need to understand that, you just should be you. Like, you are, like, your mind is like, your body is just like a vehicle for yourself. So just let your vehicle do like its job, so that way you can do what you want, you know? So yes, I appreciate every single bit of you. You are amazing in every single aspect, single everything that you are. You are amazing. You are good. You are a fantastic source of energy with all your little vibrational vibes. So, yeah, have a great day and be yourself, and don't let other people and their thoughts like tear you down. Like, you can be yourself. And if you need to like go like freaking find some freaking like house like, in the mountains, then go do that. Cuz, nobody can stop you from being yourself, especially when you're in the mountains and you can scream at the top of your lungs and nobody else will hear you, because you're in a big beautiful mansion like me in my big beautiful mansion. Like, you're in your big beautiful mansion and making like a bunch of money, so, and you can like scream at the top of your lungs too, like, and like oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yes, you are like, doing that. So you can do whatever you like. Just like, who said that? Mick Jagger. I can do whatever I like. I can do whatever I like. Yeah. So just know that you're amazing, and that like, you're like, you can be a fool for yourself. Just don't be a fool for another person out in this world, right? So yeah, so I appreciate every single part of you. You're just amazing. Just remember how amazing you are. I'm just trying to remind you, because I feel like I should drill it into your brain, just so that way, you would know that you are amazing. So, I'm amazing. I appreciate how amazing I am. Like, I really, I just, my podcast voice, right? So, yeah, just remember that you're amazing. 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 You're amazing. And don't let anybody, like, tell you that you're not. So, yeah. Just be yourself and put your energy into yourself. And don't let, anybody, anybody's opinion, take opinions, a grain of salt. Because, there's probably more opinions than there are grains of salt. So don't even take them like a grain of salt, because I think that a grain of salt is too big for somebody's opinion. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, they're smaller than even a grain of salt. Okay, so yeah. Just appreciate yourself, okay, guys? Because you're amazing. And if you, know who you are, just know who you are. That's all you gotta do. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. Look into the mirror. I'm just kidding. That's another thing. I've been watching somebody else, and it's kind of like, yeah, I just need to relax. Like when you watch like a new TV show and you start acting like the characters, basically, but I don't like doing that, because it's weird to me. I don't like doing that. So yeah, and I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm done. So bye.